Hi, I'm Crystal. As a child, I was always nurturing and naturally loved dolls. When I became an adult and discovered Reborn dolls, my little family started to grow. There's Hayley, Landon, Avery, Chloe, Shiloh, Grace, Jamie, Jeremy, Maya, and Suki. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it's a lot of fun. Hey guys, so as I mentioned before, I was going to be fixing up Hayley. Her eyelash was falling off and I decided to give her brand new eyelashes, and also I needed to really, once I got the eyelashes taken off, I needed to really give her eyes a good cleaning because they were very dusty. Even though whenever I would change her outfit, I would wipe her with a damp cloth. Like, I really needed to like get into all the crevices with like a Q-tip and stuff. And so anyways, it was way back before I started reborning that my friend Amy actually was the one that put her eyelashes on originally. Just after I bought her, because the Baby Think It Over dolls don't come with eyelashes. And they also don't come with eyebrows. So Amy was the one that painted her eyebrows on for me. And she put the eyelashes on her. And she glossed her eyes after putting the eyelashes on because it kind of secures them even more. And it just gives the eyes a nice, really like shiny, moist look. Kind of almost like glass eyes. And so anyways, when I was washing, like scrubbing them down and trying to get all the stuff out, most of the varnish came off. So I really cleaned her eyes well, gave her brand new eyelashes, new gloss on her eyes, and then I noticed something. And it's on the back of her head. Now, Hayley, I really don't play with her that much. I feel bad about it because I was so excited when I originally got her, because at that time, other than my Ashton Drake dolls, she was the only doll that I really played with, because I loved the electronics and I loved the fact that it was interactive in that she would cry for care and things like that. And I do still have her on from time to time when I really get that baby fever of wanting to care for baby, because obviously she cries for care and you have to care for her. Whereas like reborns, they don't do anything, so you kind of just have to pretend that they're crying or whatever. So anyways, all in all, now that I'm really into the reborns, because obviously reborns look a heck of a lot more realistic than these babies do. She generally just lays on the doll bunk bed in our bedroom. And I change her like from time to time whenever I change the other babies and stuff. And so she's been laying on this baby pillow for, well, I guess since I got her, which is probably about, I'm going to say 6 years ago, because it was before I got married and it was right after Alex and I moved into this apartment. So we've been married 5 years. So yeah, I'm going to say I've had her 6 years. And so other than, changing her and occasionally having her on, she pretty much has been laying on this pillow. And I'm going to quickly show you guys what that looks like. So here it is. She's been laying on this little baby pillow that I got many years ago at the dollar store. In fact, I was using this little baby pillow back when I had my first Hayley, who was an electronic neonate. But the thing is I believe when I had the electronic neonate, I actually had this pillow covered with another blanket. And then for whatever reason, when I moved in here, I took the receiving blanket off of it and just left it as a pillow. Not thinking that maybe the dye on this pillow could transfer onto vinyl. I think you know where this is going, guys. Yeah, so so last night after I got her all fixed up and her gloss had dried and I was admiring her nice new pretty eyes, I first actually noticed her legs. Now this could just be wear and tear over the years with the vinyl, but you can kind of see a difference between her two legs. This leg is extremely shiny and it feels like, I don't know, smooth, shiny, whatever you want to call it. This leg has like a matte varnish kind of feel to it. Yeah, and you can definitely see the difference between the two legs, which I never really noticed before. And I'm assuming it's just from over the years playing with her, because vinyl can become shiny the more you handle it. Although it's really bizarre that this is the only leg that seems unaffected, because not only, should I say, not only the legs, but her arms are actually kind of like that too. But anyways, so I first noticed that and I was like, oh, that's really weird. And I mean, I used to use baby wipes to clean her, so I don't know if that was part of the problem. I don't use baby wipes on any of my dolls anymore because I've heard that it can not be a good thing. So now I just use baby washcloths, just dampened. But anyways, let me show you guys what I discovered as I started to, like, this leg is what made me start to look her over, and guess what I found? Yeah, now the lighting is not the greatest. Obviously, I always say that. It's the one thing I hate about living in a basement. But as you can see, this is what her hair well, if you want to call it hair, it's just kind of like a darkened area of the head with like molded hair. But that's basically the color it's supposed to be. But the back of the head, as you can see, is like a reddish, pinkish, orangey color. If we go into the natural light by our window, well, now it's like showing washed out on here, but it doesn't look quite as bad or as noticeable, see, in this lighting. But there's definitely some weird discoloration there, and I don't know if it's from the pillow. I mean, I would think it would be a lot more of a brighter pink. Like I said, in that lighting over there, it looks really pink, but in here, it's not really that pink, but I'm assuming it's from the pillow. So I am going to try magic eraser first and see if I can scrub it off. And if not, then we're going to have to make a trip to the pharmacy to get some Oxy acne cream. When I had my electronic neonate, which is the exact same vinyl as this baby, she got some kind of marker on her hand, and I have no idea how it got there. It was like a blue marker, and I used Oxy acne cream on it, and it took about 2 weeks of using it, and it actually got rid of it completely. So I know that it will most likely work. I just don't want to rush out and buy it right away without trying something else that I have at home first. But if it doesn't work, then I'm going to try the Oxy Clean, and I guess I'll just, or the Oxy Cream, and I guess I'll just like use a brush to put it on the back of her head. And then it'll have to dry, and I'll probably leave it on for about a week and then try washing it off and see if it's helped. But yeah, I've also noticed she's got some scratches on her arm, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's like some black marks there. So she definitely needs a good wash down. I'm assuming, you know, with dust and whatnot, like there's a little bit of dirt on her back too. And then she's got a little bit of pink on her elbow, but I think that's just the blushing that she has, because she has a bit of blushing on her face and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to try the magic eraser and hope and pray that it works. But yeah, I don't know why, like in this lighting right here, sorry for the shadow, but yeah, in this lighting, it looks really bad. Like, but thankfully, I guess it's not as bad as it looks in this lighting, because when I go to the window, it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm going to try to do that and see if it works. All right, so I did manage to get quite a bit of it off, but not all of it. So I think I am going to have to resort to the Oxy acne cream. But also in the meantime, I wet the other end of the sponge and just washed her, and look at the dirt that was on her. Ew. So yeah, so she's good and clean. I just have to get a Q-tip to clean dust out of her ears. But yeah, she was dirty. I've never used magic eraser to clean her before, and actually it worked really, really well. But yeah, I did get quite a bit from her head, but I think it really needs the Oxy. But what's good is that when I cleaned the rest of her with this, any parts of her body that had blushing on, that, you know, was already on her when I got her, did not come off. So that definitely tells me that this on her head was not her original paint. It definitely is most probably from the pillow. So I will be covering that pillow back up with a blanket, and I'm going to get the Oxy acne cream and slather it on her head. And she's going to have to sit with that stuff on her for probably about a week, and then I'll wash it off and see how it looks. And it might need it might take a few weeks to get it all off, but we'll see. At least I know it will come off, because if it's already coming off with just the magic eraser, then the acne cream should definitely take off the rest of it. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, so she is going to be good as new once I finish with her, hopefully. And then I think I will be able to spend some time with her. So I guess I won't be able to start with her, because like I said, I was gonna do a video for each baby and start with the first baby I got and go right in order to the most recent. But we're gonna have to skip her because Hayley is going to be in a spa getting a hair treatment on her head for who knows. Hopefully it'll only be a week. Hopefully not any longer than that to get rid of it. I'm hoping that since it was coming off with the magic eraser, maybe it will only take a week to get off, but we'll see. But yeah, so I guess I will have to go with Landon for the next week, because he would be the next in line. If I still had Alexandria and Savannah, it would be Alexandria next. But Alexandra has a new mommy, so it will be Landon. All right, so that's it for now. I was thinking of going out to get the acne cream and take a baby out in the stroller, and possibly make an attempt to take it on the bus. Because I was gonna go and grab some freezies at the grocery store, because I think today's the last day of the sale for those, and right near there is the pharmacy where I can grab the thing. But now it's like almost 4 o'clock, and now probably isn't the best time to try and drag a stroller on the bus. I've never tried it before, except for with Jeremy, of course, because he was a real baby, but I've never taken my dolls on the bus in a stroller, because I just don't like taking strollers on the bus to begin with, because there's not a lot of space. But it's like, it's not far, it's just a few stops, but my concern now is that it's rush hour and the buses are probably going to be packed. So I don't think it's going to work out for me to do that today, but I do hope to try it at some point for a video, because I've never done it before. I've always been nervous too, but I think now that, you know, now that I get home at like 1:30 in the afternoon, when the buses aren't busy, it might be fun to try it. So maybe next week sometime I'll give it a go, because it's kind of late. Alex will probably be home within that hour, and then we're going to have dinner and stuff. So I think I'm just going to call it a day on this video, and I'll see if I can, I don't know, I was hoping to get the Oxy 10 so I could put it on her tonight, but maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'll have to put it on tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video, and please send your well wishes to Hayley. I really hope I can get this off of her head. Just cross your fingers and toes that it comes out. I'm pretty sure it will, because if it was really embedded in there, I don't think I would have got anything on the magic eraser. So I think it should be okay, but I'm just kind of disappointed because I was looking forward to playing with her. I haven't done it in so long, and I was just really looking forward to it. But that's okay, because Mr. Landon hasn't had much attention in a while either, so it'll be fun to spend some time with him. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you like this video. I don't know if you will, because it's like showing the damage on my doll. But yeah, make that a lesson learned, guys. Be very careful with the fabrics around your dolls. I generally I always wash my baby clothes before I put them on, just to be on the safe side, especially dark and bright colors. But I don't know, for some reason I just did not think that anything would transfer from this pillow. I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's pink, and I didn't really think much of it, but it was from the dollar store and probably made in China, and maybe, you know, the fabric and the way they set the dye in there was not a good way, and yeah, it dyed your head, Hayley. Your hair. Hey, I'm having a Grease moment now. Your hair looks like an Easter egg. Have you guys seen Grease? Come on, you gotta know that scene. Beauty school dropout. Anyways, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.